Welcome to my channel. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Jalisa, but on my channel you can call me Lise, okay? So today, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just kind of want to touch bases on a subject that has been on my mind lately, and I've been seeing it floating around social media. We all learned about narcissism and gaslighting and all that crazy stuff, right? That's not what I'm here to talk about, though. I'm here to talk about why empaths and loners, such as myself, have a hard time finding real good friends, right? So it's not impossible. It's not impossible. There are some people out here who have found people just as great as them. And don't get me wrong, all of us are not great people, right? But when you're an empath, you're a natural giver. You naturally put people, situations before your own. And you can't find people like that who can reciprocate that, like give me that back, just short on your light bill. I don't think about it. Okay, let me go ahead and spot you this money. You get me back when you can. But you got some people who really take advantage of people like us. So it's hard to find a really good friend who is genuinely good. You don't have to tell them how to be good. They're not trying to mimic your behavior. That's just their character. In my years, I'm 33 years old, so in my years of finding friends, it has been complete chaos. There's always been jealousy. There's always been, people who try to pull me away from my money, and when I say my money, I'm a hairstylist, so I'm always at work. And I don't have to be. I do control my schedule. We schedule things ahead of time. I can be there on the weekend, but there are some people like, you're always doing this, you're always doing that, you're always. So those type of people I try to stay away from. Those are not good friends, right? Because this is how I pay my bills. Not a good friend. But I be trying to find ways to put this stuff in words because I don't want to bring up narcissism because I'll end up talking about just narcissism. But I noticed that those are a lot of the friends that we are meeting. Those are the type of people that we are meeting out here. And I see why adults, say no new friends. Because honestly, what are we going to do with them, right? Because I have kids, right? I have kids. I have two biologically, and then my stepson, he's 18. My eldest son will be 16, and then my daughter, she'll be 13. So I have big kids. I don't have time to come to try to re-raise an adult, like to teach you how to be a good person to me. You should already come with that. So I feel like people who don't come with that, people who are looking for people who come with an agenda to hurt you, people who are looking for somebody to teach them how to chase their goals or their dreams, not a good friend. And we have to learn that some people will kill your drive because you're too busy thinking for them, when you should take all of that energy and think for yourself. How can I excel in my life? You know what I'm saying? How can I be my best self? And you can't do that when you're trying to think for other people. That's why when it comes to like narcissistic situations, narcissistic people, because they don't necessarily have to be a narcissist, they can have the traits, I kind of deter away from them, because it's like, I don't have time to think for you. Like I said, I'm 33. I'm still trying to get my career off the ground. I'm still trying to, accomplish my goals. So I don't have time for it, right? So why, and it's why we can't find good people, is a question that I always ask myself. But because most of us are generally good people, and good people don't come across a lot of good people because they're too busy out there helping more narcissists, more crazy people, more jealous people, stuff like that. And it's hard to meet good women. I don't know why, but it is. People, and in my past situation, people have just been jealous, right? For no reason. People label me with things. I think the most craziest thing I've heard is I have a 3-story home. I'm still looking for that home. Okay. And people, I don't know, because I like nice things. Nice things are bought from me, from my man. Whatever. Whatever. But anyway, I'm blushing. But anyway, yeah, we've been together 11 years. I'm still blushing. But anyway, that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. But that type of stuff is what brings jealous females my way. People are jealous that you have a man. People are jealous that you get nice things. You buy yourself nice things. You dress nice. Or generally, you just have this natural glow. And I'm saying glow because I'm looking straight into this camera. No filters. This is just my cell phone. Glow, right? People look at that and they're like, something's off. I don't like her. I don't like her situation. They wish the downfall on you. They wish bad on you. Things like that. People are people are crazy. Listen, and I also want to say, be careful of who you let into your home, because a lot of people let people into their home and then find out about them later, and you instantly regret it. Observe your associates. Okay, and I say that because the same way we do levels with men, we need to do levels with women, with our friends, with our friendships. So it's like, okay, this is a trial, right? This is a trial. I'm getting to know you. I'm trying to feel you out, trying to see, whatever, before I invite you into my personal space. Once you would start inviting people into your personal space, they take advantage of that. Oh, you're home or whatever. I want to come over. Get to know people first. I cannot count how many times I've let people into my personal space who I assumed were a friend, and later on you found out they weren't, right? So don't let people invade your space, tear away your peace. I know I'm probably wording it all over the place, but anyway, observe your friends the same way that you do in a relationship. This is a trial. Let's get to know each other first. Get to know these friends. Get to know, especially if you have kids, get to know your friends. We see this stuff on movies. We see this stuff on movies where people hurt people friends. Hurt people kids, not friends. I'm sorry, hurt people kids. They're hurting people kids, and they're using the kids to find out information from the parents that the parents won't tell them because it's none of their business. And I can't stand people who, you're supposed to be my friend and you're trying to be friends with my children. I have a problem with that. And I know people are probably going to say, that's crazy. You would want them to like your friends. Yes. You would want them to like your kids. Yes, that's okay. But there are kids, they're children. So they shouldn't be in the middle of us. And a lot of times when and this is why narcissism is so deep, people will create a relationship with your friends, and because they know kids are real big empaths at first. Some of them grow out of it. They realize, but there are some kids, like my daughter, she's very emotional, and when she connects with you, she connects with you. So if you have to leave her or something like that, sometimes she cries, like, what happened? Like she has a good heart, we're working on her, but she has a good heart. But my son, on the other hand, he's not going to give you a chance, and he's just going to be, no, he's not a people person at all. So, but the thing is, people will try to become your child's friend to keep y'all from breaking apart. Oh, and then they'll use that against you. You're going to pull me away from, I'm going to use my daughter now. You're going to pull me away from Naya? What is Naya going to think about this? Stuff like that. So it's very important to keep your friendship and kids separate. You are cool with my kids, cool. When we get to that level and you want to be auntie, uncle, or whatever, I don't really have male friends, but I'm just saying for those of you who do, once you get to that level, it's like, okay, like my boyfriend has a friend who is his brother now, right? That's his brother. They've been friends for so long, since grade school. They're, still friends, all these years later. So my kids call him uncle, right? That makes sense. It's history there. But if you're just coming in, cut it. Cut it. It's just, you're pushing it, right? You're pushing it. You're going a little too far. And that kind of tells me what type of person you are off the rip. And normalize, too, not telling your friends what you know about them up front. Wait. Keep observing. I always say 5 things, right? 5 things to a failed friendship. I always say that, right? I don't have a specific 5 things. You can find 5 things. I say narcissistic traits for me. I have pet peeves. So, one of the things is trying to, become friends with my kids so early, so quick. Jealous behavior. I do pay attention to facial expressions, the way that you look at me in certain situations, and responses. I pay attention to responses to certain situations. If I tell you something good about me and, you're just down about it, you're just, is that what you want to do? Are you positive? You just sound like you're negative. Cut it. Negative energy, cut it. So normalize, and also normalize cutting off people, right? Us empaths, we got to get out of that. you know just get out of that. That sadness for people, get out of that. Just, it's okay to let people go. You will meet great people along the way, and if you don't, you got family, you got kids. If not, you got a partner, spouse, whoever, somebody to kick it with. And like I say, I'm a loner. And I have people who will tell you I have fun by myself because I get to do the things that I want to do at my time frame. Nobody gets to rush me, and I have fun by myself. And also, my daughter is getting, she's older. She's 13, so we love to shop. So I have a shopping buddy, right? I have a shopping buddy, and I know it's going to come a time when she's going to grow up. She's going to want to go shopping with her own friends, and that's okay because guess what? Mommy is a loner, so I'm still going to shop by myself, and I get a joy out of it. I literally will make me a drink, turn on some music, and vibe by myself before I allow somebody to just bring their negative energy into my circle. Not going to happen. So again, like I said, normalizing cutting people off, normalizing just observing your friends. A lot of us jump into relationships and friendships and just, this is my person. No, this is my sister. This is my bestie. Get to know these people first, because if you're in a life or death situation and this person walks off from you, that was never your friend. You can't even be mad. That was never your friend, but you missed it because you weren't even observant. You weren't observant. Observe them. Listen. Look. Study. When y'all go to the club, when y'all go to the bar, or shopping, look at them. Look at how they look at you when you're excited, when you're happy, and once you get to look at them, and and you start observing them, don't doubt yourself. I think that's the number one thing that we as empaths do. We doubt ourselves. Do not doubt yourself. Believe them the first time. People show you who they are in the beginning, and a lot of us is just like, okay, maybe they had an episode, maybe something happened, today, maybe her period is on. No, believe who people are the first time. They're showing you. You're ignoring the signs, and when something bad happens or they do something that you're like, there's no way you did that to me, the signs were there. You ignored it. You ignored all the signs. Pay attention to those people. Pay attention. And you guys, if you see me with these, yes, I'm dressed up here. Whatever. I'm home. But anyway, yes, study people. Study people. Loner. I'm a loner. And I know people's like, you don't get tired, you don't get bored, that's because you guys have nothing constructive to do. I'm just being honest. I'm a loner, and I've learned to do some of everything. I have a little garden. I cook and make so many things from scratch. I'm trying to get into homesteading. Find something to do. And when you find something to do, and books, they have great books. And if you don't want to read, you don't have time to read, they have Audible. They have YouTube channels. They have movies. They have things for you to do. Learn a new game. Learn a new trade. Learn something to keep you busy. Yes, there are times when I want to go places and do things with people, but that's why you keep associates, right? I'm not saying don't hang with people, but normalize the term friend, because everybody is not your friend. But it's okay to go out to eat with some people sometimes. It's okay to go shopping with somebody, go to a festival or an event or something with someone. It's okay. But normalize the terminology friendship, because some people do take that to heart while others just play with it, right? So that's not what I'm saying. So if I wanted to do those things, I got someone to go with, right? I even got a bomb sister-in-law. So it's like I have people to go do things with. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the term friendship, we can't just use it lightly. We have to be careful with that term. So me as a loner, I've learned to do so many constructive things, and these things I can teach my children, I can teach other people, and then it becomes a lucrative business, right? Content creating. So you don't really get bored. The same way I'm sitting here making a video, I'm talking to you all, right? So it's like, it's not like it's like you're overthinking loneliness, and I'm not really lonely. I choose to be by myself because people hurt you. People are not genuine. People are crazy. And like I said, I don't want my positive energy interrupted because I let the wrong person in. So I'm careful. So yeah, I teach myself all kind of things. These things are great. They're going to take me a long way. Like, I just made my own loaf of bread. Okay, saving money, bomb sandwich. I love a good sandwich. So it's like, come on, you're overthinking it. And the more you overthink it, the more you're going to come across stupid people. The more you're going to keep getting hurt. You're going to keep getting used. Like, have you ever been used? Like, used. I don't care what nobody say. That's a different type of hurt. Being used by someone that you genuinely loved or cared for, and you found out they were just using you. That's a different type of hurt. And if you've never felt that, then you on the wrong channel. And I'm not, because I don't want anyone to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm a loner. I have fun by myself, but if I want to go hang with people, I have that. I have family, a large family. I have my in-laws side. They're great people. So it's I have people to go places with. But what I'm saying is, and like I said, my kids. But what I'm saying is the term, right? The term. I had friends, from high school, and we ended up going our different ways as we got adults, and that hurt. 11 years of knowing someone and canceled, gone, and it's like, wow, so that was a wake-up call for me, right? And then other friendships I've had along the way, you got to learn people. You got to learn who people really were. And then when you notice that people are jealous of your light, they're jealous of you being you, you realize this friendship thing really ain't worth it in the end. Like I said, I'm such an empath. I'm a celebratory friend. So we're going to celebrate your small achievements, your large achievements, your birthdays, holidays. We're just going to celebrate. But I noticed that there are people who don't celebrate me, right? If you don't celebrate me back, I observe that and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's another reason why you're not my real friend, because they don't celebrate you. When I show you something, when I tell you something, you're like, you're not my friend, because you already showing me that you're jealous or you're hating, and you're not celebratory. And don't get me wrong, everybody's not, but come on now, it's rare that you meet friends who are not, a real friend who's not happy for their friend. Like, oh my God, you just bought a home, let's, girls night, ladies night, whatever, you get hyped for your friend. So if you don't get hyped for your friend, it's like, why? Another thing that kills me is, why get involved with people if you know you have a jealous heart? Like, these jealous people are on a different type of evil. Because why get involved with people? Why try to be around people who look better than you, dress better than you, or achieving things better, and you're achieving things that you don't want for yourself, and just come into their life with all that jealousness, all that mess? Like, why? Go be with somebody else who on the same level you on, or wanting to do nothing, wanting to learn nothing. Go find them type of people. But don't come bother me and try to dim my light. Like, I don't get that. I really don't. And I'm a hairstylist, so I hear a lot of people's stories about their friends, and it's crazy that people can't have real friends because they peep certain things. And it's like, go find somebody who's on the bull crap you're on. You know what I'm saying? Like, why come and try to kill my happiness? Those people are evil. And sometimes I might sound crazy when I say I don't think they're human sometimes. Because, and here's my thing. I don't want people to take this the wrong way. Because some people like to say, oh, you're conceited. I'm not. I know I'm a pretty girl, right? A pretty woman. And sometimes you get people, who I see as beautiful. I see all people as beautiful. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. If we were all meant to look alike, what fun would that be in the world, right? I think people are beautiful in their own way. That's just my positive thinking, because I don't try to shoot people down. People are beautiful in their own way. Some people have some amazing features, and they have low self-esteem that they don't even see that. So, I'm a beautiful woman, and I get people who want to come hang with me, or be my friend, who looks at themselves as not beautiful, and they get jealous and mad at me. The last time I checked, I didn't make none of this. I didn't do nothing with this. This is mama and daddy. And some days I look in the mirror and I be like, you know. So the fact that the point that the fact that people feel a certain way about you, to where they're so jealous that they're willing to do things to hurt you or your children, is crazy, because we didn't create ourselves. This is genetics. And sometimes that friend that you praise is finding things wrong with themselves. Fall in love with you. Be the best version of you. And I feel like if you can do that, there's no one who can tear you down. There's no one who can say you're nothing, because you know you're something. You know your worth. And when you know that, when you put yourself on a high pedestal, when you have boundaries, when you have standards, when you walk with your head high, your shoulders back, because you just know who you are, you don't have time to be a narcissist. You don't have time to be jealous, a jealous friend, or a jealous associate. We can't even call you a friend. But anywho, empaths and loners can't have friends. They can, if they find the right people. It's rare nowadays. Really rare. Anywho, I gotta find my Bible, because I gotta read the scripture. Give me one. Hold that thought. Stay right there. Don't you move. Don't you move. Because you need to hear this. Don't you move. Ooh, Lord, I'm back. I told y'all not to move, because I know some of y'all will listen in and then you'll run from the Lord. Now, if you are an atheist, exit. Go ahead now. Your beliefs is your beliefs. Nobody gonna make you believe anything, but go ahead now. But anyway, we're gonna be reading from Proverbs 27, chapter 27, verse 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. All right. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that word, and I'm going to read it again. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Like I say, observe your friends. It will prevent, my Bible pretty, ain't it, y'all? It really is. Anyway, but observe your friends. It will save you from a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. And again, like I said, keep them away from your kids, because people try to use your kids as a doorway. Keep them away from your kids, and definitely keep them away from your partners. There are couples who are friends with other couples, but just watch, observe. They don't make these movies for nothing. It happened somewhere. That's where the storyline came from. It happened to someone somewhere, and a movie was made about it. Trust me. So pay attention to people. The world is getting crazier and crazier, and there are a lot of things that we're questioning, but I got God, baby. But again, my name is Lisa. Thank you all for listening in, and until next topic, bye-bye now.